98 Sports Talk here with 98's take on Jalen Hurts' career at Alabama. After getting benched at halftime in last night's national championship, I really just don't think he's got a starting spot anywhere on that Bama roster at this point. With Tua coming in and playing so well and leading the Crimson Tide to a national championship, I don't see how he could possibly regain that starting spot at quarterback. He's not really solid enough to be a running back. He's not a tight end. So I just don't see a spot for Jalen Hurts. Now, obviously, if Tua got hurt or something like that, you could see Jalen Hurts coming in and taking over and being the starting quarterback, obviously. But barring an injury, I just don't see him getting really any snaps at quarterback. Alabama's offense looked a lot more dynamic. A lot, they clearly presented a lot more trouble for Georgia's defense with Tua in there at quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Jalen just doesn't make the throw. He just doesn't have the ability to make those throws down the field like Tua does. So I just I just don't see Jalen really sticking around at Alabama. Now he probably it's likely that he's going to stick around after this season and probably transfer the following season, simply because he can do a graduate transfer. If he transferred this season, he'd be sitting out. So, I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. It's really a tough decision for him at this spot in his career at Alabama. What does he do? Does he transfer? Does he stick it out? If he does decide to transfer, where would he go? I thought my initial thought would be, because I know Nick Saban's not going to want him to transfer to an SEC school or any kind of contender. And so you've got to immediately think, well, who needs a quarterback outside of kind of that realm? And really, I know this might sound crazy, but the first thing that comes to mind is, of course, Lane Kiffin, coach that was the offensive coordinator there at Alabama. So, would Jalen Hurts rejoin Lane Kiffin down there at FAU? I mean, it's a possibility, I suppose. And would he go ahead and transfer now, or would he, would he, take that, take the year and transfer next season? So it's kind of, it's pretty interesting to talk about. I think, as far as Hurts's career though at Alabama goes, I just he's basically done, barring an injury. Obviously if Tua gets injured, Jalen would probably be the starting quarterback most likely. I'm sure he would. But really, it's kind of sad to see that he's basically done at Alabama simply because he just does not have a starting spot any longer. So let me know what you guys think, though. Do you guys think that he could possibly beat out Tua next season in the spring, and maybe, I guess, quote unquote, regain his starting role? If you do, let me hear about it. Also, hit the sub button. I'm trying to get this channel built up. I think I need like 100 subs or something like that to do some live streams. Want to get into that. So, yeah, so sub. And if you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Going to be doing some NFL predictions. Already got the Falcons Eagles. If you haven't seen that, I think the Falcons won that game. Just no Carson Wentz, but anyways, go check that out if you want to.